Your questions about business, career, personal development, and achieving the American dream are more than welcome. Email them to info@makingitnow.com. Now back to more Making It with Tommy and Todd.
Brandy is the liquor most likely to cause the most severe hangover.
That's a Freudian slip.
I can't even comment on that. Anyway.
That's the OMG fact of the week.
All right. Now we know about Brittany and Brandy.
She causes hangovers. Dealing with her.
All right.
Okay, break from that. Now we're in not any kind of a related note. Gonna give a shout out to one of our preferred partners. This one is in Sarasota, Florida. World-class dentistry, offering the newest techniques in smile makeovers. Dr. Jill Morris and Dr. Burr Back are super professional and excellent in what they do. And they are Tommy's dentists.
And if you view us on YouTube, take a look and see my beautiful teeth.
Check out his beautiful teeth.
I mean, I was
Proof
good looking.
of work.
I was good looking before, but now it's just off the charts. It's unbelievable.
So we have a personal recommendation from Tommy here. You can find their website and check out more information on them by going to our website, makingitnow.com. Click on our preferred partners tab, and you will be able to see everything about them. SarasotaDentist.com.
And they are the best of the best. Trust me.
Trust him.
All right.
Okay. Next up, we have
The Fix.
And you two are discussing a huge name auto manufacturer. We're talking all American history right now, Ford, and their slumping sales.
So we're going to help revive an American icon company.
All right. We can do it.
Keep it strong.
Yep.
No problem.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Well, let's look at the, like we always do, we always look at the core problem and then what we think is the best solution.
Yes.
I think the thing that's highly relatable to this segment in particular is it's about crawling out of a hole.
Yes.
And I think a lot of businesses can relate to that, and even people just individually in their income, and so their own personal career, crawling out of a hole, crawling out of the red instead of black, what have not. Now Ford, they just have a bigger problem with that. It's a bigger company. They have to deal with unions. They've got to have cutting edge design. They have to fight off competitors, foreign competitors.
Right.
And I think a lot that, what got them into it is what's called is the crime of inertia. A lot of times big corporations, they wait until there's a crisis to take it serious. Kind of like our government, but a corporation is just a smaller version of it. There's a lot of bureaucracy, red tape.
Yeah.
So they see a crisis coming and they wait. And so
Or they just can't move fast enough.
one of their big problems is they haven't come out with products that really appeal to the emotions of the consumer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're a car company. You have to have cars that people say, I got to have that.
Yeah.
Right.
And
you've got to start that process years in advance.
Oh my
Yes.
God, like when the Mustang came out, how in demand that was.
Right.
I watched a whole thing on that.
So we all have cars that we say, I had to have that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, when you're designing the cars, people have to say they have to have that. And they have higher employee costs than most companies. And, these are two big things right here.
Right.
And I think that this is what got them into a slump.
So they just got too vanilla.
Well, the hole's pretty deep. They were off overall about 26% from a year ago.
Ouch.
The Fusion is in decline to the tune of 35%. The Ford Focus has dropped off 32% from last year. So this is a serious problem, but they're not the only one. There are other car manufacturers having issues as well. What has stayed strong with them is their truck sales, like their F-150s. I happen to have a specialty Ford Raptor F-150. It is a phenomenal piece of equipment, and you don't see too many on the road. But by the way, Todd, you ought to borrow it and go through the drive-through at any fast food restaurant, and the young lady waiting on you will want to jump in the truck with you. Yeah, they're real head turners. But in any event, Ford has always been strong in the truck market. I remember back in the day, if you were looking for a truck, people would tell you, well, look what the farmers use. They all use Ford trucks. So their truck has been steady, and it's not in decline. But their automobiles are in decline, and that's typical in the industry. SUVs are picking up, crossovers are picking up, and so on. So it's the trend in the industry.
You have to either be, typically in business, you have to be the low-cost producer, or you have to have something unique.
Right.
I mean, those are the two broad categories you go into when you go into making profit in business.
Yeah. And
so I think that they're making a right move in reducing the complexity in their products, because that, improves their productivity, their production. And they have to come out with more cutting edge designs that appeal to the emotions. I think those are two of the big moves they have to make.
Well, you remember during the recession, car sales picked up actually.
Right.
And now, people have newer cars. So you're seeing the other side of that. It's going to be a little challenge here for a while in the industry. The other thing is prices are rising in the car industry. The average Ford rose about $1,900 from a year ago, and obviously that's a problem. Change in buyer preferences. Nearly all the automakers are having to deal with that, and it seems that people want SUVs and they're not buying the model cars as much as they did in the past.
And sometimes SUVs that are eco-friendly.
Yeah.
So that's changing the landscape. So, they have a big task at hand. A lot of ingenuity. Some of the things that made them big, they're going to have to go back to it.
But they have a great basis for their brand.
Well, Ford is a great brand.
Production.
Ford is a great brand. I think they'll find their way out of this, and we wish them well on making it.
You're listening to Making It with Tommy and Todd, Coast to Coast. We'll be right back.